All right, and welcome to another video, and not just another video, welcome to NFL season. We are back. We finally made it through the off season. Tonight is the start of the NFL season. We got the Ravens going to Arrowhead to play the defending two-time back-to-back Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, God's team, basically. So this is going to be our new series here where we're going to go ahead and just do a follow along with the ESPN Pigskin Pick'ems League. Basically what that is it's going to give us the current schedule for the week that we're in. It's week 1. It's going to show up all the matchups here. So right here to the right of the screen, I got what the Pick'ems League looks like. It is an open league. There's going to be a link in the description if you do wish to join. Again, it's open to the public if you do want to go ahead and just play along with us. So week 1 Pick'ems. These are my picks here who I think are going to win, and we're going to go ahead and just start off going into Thursday night football, tonight's matchup. I selected the Baltimore Ravens to go ahead and go into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the reason I'm selecting this as my pick is Lamar Jackson. The dude can do no wrong, essentially, during the regular season. Comes into a complete total car wreck when it comes to the postseason, though. So I see him getting this win at Arrowhead, even though the Chiefs are the Chiefs, obviously. They lost last year against the Lions. So again, I think the Chiefs lose on the home opener of the very first game of the season against the Ravens. The Ravens got a lot to prove. Not only that, but they have King Henry running the ball now, and that is just going to be a scary offense to deal with. So give me the Ravens there. All right, next we're going to the very first game being played in Brazil. It's going to be the Green Bay Packers being hosted by the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this might say on paper that the Eagles are the home team, but no, it is the complete opposite. The Green Bay Packers have a huge fan base in Brazil. This is very much going to be a home game for the Packers. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and just pick the Packers. I believe Jordan Love is going to come back looking even better than last year. Yes, he did get paid a little prematurely, in my opinion. But you know why he got paid? Because there's potential there. I think Jordan Love goes into the Brazil game and gets the win for the Packers. All right, next up, we got Sunday football. We're going to go ahead and start with the Pittsburgh Steelers going into the Atlanta Falcons. I think Kirk Cousins has a great game. Let everybody know that the NFC South is theirs for the taking. So I got the Falcons on this one here. Next, we got the Cardinals going into Buffalo. Buffalo, I'm picking, and it looks like everyone else is picking here. So again, Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., I think they're a great dynamic duo, but as I said in my season prediction video, I think it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to build and establish that connection. After that connection is built, I do think they'll be a solid team, maybe an underdog team, but for now, week 1, especially going into Buffalo, I'm going to go ahead and pick Buffalo. Next, we got the Tennessee Titans being led by Will Levis going over to Soldier Field in Chicago to play the Bears. I got Caleb Williams here having a great game. First official game start for Caleb Williams playing against the second-year QB Will Levis. I think this is going to be a shootout in my opinion, and the Bears will come out on top on this one. All right, so next, do I really got to talk about this one? We got the New England Patriots going to the Cincinnati Bengals Stadium, and there's going to be murder at this stadium. The Patriots are going to get demolished this game. I don't see it being competitive whatsoever. The only thing that I am looking forward to seeing as far as a Patriot is Christian Gonzalez. He got injured last season very early, and he's got a lot to make up for. So I got my eye on Christian Gonzalez only for the New England Patriots, but I still see them losing by a long shot. Next game, we got the Houston Texans going into Lucas Oil Field to play against the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Texans here. It's going to be CJ Stroud versus Anthony Richardson. QB duel here. Now we got the wide receiver depth on the Houston Texans. And then we got Anthony Richardson, which is a dual threat quarterback, paired with the absolute cowbell of a running back. That's Jonathan Taylor. I see this is going to come down to whose defense actually steps up and makes the stop here. And I'm selecting the Texans to do so. So I got the Texans on this one. Next, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars going over to Miami. Both teams, Florida native, so I don't see the heat being a factor for either of those teams. I see both of them staying hydrated and making sure that they finish the game without any sort of medical absences or anything like that. However, though, with T-Law going into the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins just have way too much to prove this season. Way too much on the line. They're currently the team with the longest playoff win drought. There's a lot of pressure on the Dolphins to actually win a playoff game, and they got to start off strong by getting the win at home. So give me the Dolphins here. Next, I got the Carolina Panthers going into the New Orleans Saints, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and I got the Saints winning here. Bryce Young, I like the dude, but the thing is that this is definitely still part of a rebuild. I'm not saying Bryce Young is a bust. What I'm saying is the Panthers organization still has to build around Bryce Young to keep him protected. So this is going to be year 2 of a rebuild. I don't think they're going to get this whole season stepped on as far as like last year. I think they'll be somewhat competitive this season, but I don't see them putting all the pieces together in week 1 against the Saints. So give me the Saints here. Now, next, we got the Minnesota Vikings going over to MetLife Stadium to play the New York Giants. Yeah, I understand Sam Darnold's playing quarterback, but the thing is, we got Sam Darnold against Daniel Jones. This is going to be a snooze fest of a game as far as quarterbacks go. The only thing that's going to make this game worth watching is Justin Jefferson. And I think Justin Jefferson, yeah, it is Sam Darnold who's throwing him the ball, but I still think Justin Jefferson has a good game, enough to get the Minnesota Vikings a win. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Vikings here. Now, the next game, I got the Oakland Raiders going into SoFi Stadium to play the Chargers. Now, the Chargers are projected to win. According to the public, 77% of the public believes the Chargers are going to win this game against the Raiders. I am going to go ahead and defer on that side because I like Las Vegas defense better than the Los Angeles Chargers offense. Defense wins you games. I'm going to go ahead and select the Raiders for this one. Now, another underdog pick here. I got the Denver Broncos going over to the Seattle Seahawks, where it is incredibly loud there. You got the 12th man, all of that there. But we do see Bo Nix making his first regular season start, and I see Bo Nix getting this win over in Seattle. So I'm going to go ahead and select, again, go with the underdog according to the public. 14% of the population think Denver is going to win. Throw me in there. I'm right there with them. Believe. All right, so next we got the Dallas Cowboys going into the dog pound against the Cleveland Browns. Now, as far as this one goes, I do imagine it'd be a little bit closer than 70-30 split, but I'm going to go ahead and just select Dallas because there's too many weapons on. Okay, never mind, actually. You take away CeeDee Lamb. If they cover CeeDee Lamb, it could be the Cleveland Browns who come out on top. But CeeDee Lamb, I still think he's going to be able to get free and obviously have a great game. If he ends up playing, I know he's singled out as out. I think he plays. So if CD is playing, give me the Cowboys. Obviously, I'm going to submit this here. So if come game time CD's out, the Browns are going to win. So I'm locking in the Cowboys, though. Next, I got Jaden Daniels making his rookie start with the Washington Commanders to play against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to go ahead and just select Tampa Bay. Reason for that, again, it's hot as hell in Florida. It's humid. It's rough. People who are not used to that weather, they're going to get a comeuppance. And Washington goes in there. I think they play great in the first half, and then I think they start to slow down and the heat starts to give some wear and tear on them. And I think the Buccaneers just go ahead and capitalize on that opportunity. Bucks win this game. Now, Sunday Night Football, we got the Los Angeles Rams going into Detroit to play the Lions here. Now, this is going to be a rematch of the wild card weekend where it was supposedly Matthew Stafford's homecoming. None of that shit here. Matthew Stafford goes in, gets the loss. I don't see any sort of way how the Lions lose this game. The Lions absolutely must win this game. As I said in my last video, this is an absolute must win. Lions have to win. I'm locking in the Lions. Of course I am. And then we got Monday Night Football. We got Aaron Rodgers to play the San Francisco 49ers here. And by population vote here, it looks like the Jets are only going to get 11% of the population's vote, and then we got 89% with the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers, yes, they got a great defense. Rodgers. If he can stay healthy, the Jets are going to be in my opinion, an underrated team, under the radar type of team. But nah, apparently I'm going to be the only one who says that because everyone's got the Jets in the playoffs. However, I don't think they start off right on week 1. Rodgers is now 40, so I don't know how he's going to be able to get away. That 49ers defense is just too stingy. I see the 49ers getting this win here, unfortunately. And as over here, the tiebreaker question, how many total points will be scored in the Jets versus 49ers? I'm going to go ahead and select 40 points in total as far as that. If somehow someone tie breaks with me. But again, these are my week 1 pick'ems. I'm going to go ahead and lock them in. If you want to go ahead and join this league, link will be in the description. Thanks again for watching this video. Have a good one. Okay, bye.